Glimpse of the future? A spoof Meghan Markle for President 2020 website appears promising a world full of equality and kindness. So they're saying it's a tongue-in-cheek site, Meghan for President 2020, and is filled with inspiring mock quotes seemingly from the Duchess of Sussex as she apparently throws her hat in the ring for the election being held in just 27 days. Well, is this a spoof or is this real? Let's take a look at the website because here it is. Maybe she's trying to get write-in votes, but for real, she's going to take these votes away from Biden and not away from Trump. Is Meghan behind this website? Is she really serious about a future political run and career, or is she just trying on, different slippers and to see what fits? Does she have handlers behind her? Clinton, Soros, Obama's, Oprah, Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, I don't know what they're called, the threesome, the ultimate wokesters over there on, in our Congress. They had huge money behind them, and they gerrymandered the districts, meaning like for Ocasio-Cortez, they arranged the district so that it was like 999% Democrat, far left Democrat, and then they pushed a lot of money into that area for Ocasio-Cortez, and she was just a nobody, and she came out ahead. I wonder if that's what's happening, because there is there are very large special interests interfering in our elections now, and like the way that Ocasio-Cortez was elected both times is really fishy and dirty pool. Okay, that's not how we're supposed to get our officials elected, and yet nobody's screaming about it. And I think we probably should, and maybe that's what's happening here. So let's take a look at her website. Together we will lead. We will lead with love. We are a brighter tomorrow begins today. We are going to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild. We will lead with love. We will lead with compassion. We will use our voice. We will lead together. Brighter tomorrow begins today. We are going to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild until it is rebuilt. Because when the foundation is broken, so are we. Those are very bland kind of words. And then you go down here. With the right tools, we can create an incredible future for all. I find that when you strip all the layers away as people, we can find deep connection with each other and a shared understanding. It is my mission to unite this aggressive, confrontational, and dangerous world to bring us all closer together. Empowering the community, the right to equality, and forging connections. And if you click on these things, you get the same thing every time. It's time to focus on what connects us. We have the right to learn, the right to be heard, the right to play and to discover, the right to be exactly who we are. It is my mission to unite this aggressive. Okay, we've already heard this. We have the power to change. Equality, empowerment, kindness. It's time to focus on what connects us. Why do you hashtag believe in Meghan? So she has a Twitter hashtag running. I wonder how that's doing. I don't have the Magi Twitter up on this computer. Anyway, interesting. Let's figure out if this is a spoof or if it's for real. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. Well, now there is an official Meghan Markle for President website. Okay, and the only articles on it are saying it's a spoof. But this keeps coming up. Okay, this has come up. This is at least the second time, the Meghan Markle for President push has gone on. It's kind of a professional website. I don't hear Meghan screaming about it. Harry is nowhere to be seen in this website. All of Meghan's money, all of Meghan's fame, all of Meghan's notoriety and profile in the public eye is because of Harry and her Duchess of Sussex title, which she never stops, plugging. So I want to know, is this a spoof or is this real? Okay, that's the first question. Is this a spoof? Because the article was, it's a spoof, it's completely tongue-in-cheek, it's a joke, nobody's serious. Well, I'm not so sure. Is it a spoof or is it like serious? So is it a spoof or is it real? Heart, her heart is in this. Home, people closely associated with her. Karmic shift 5, 2 hearts. Lovers, her heart is in this. She's trying to gather together the people that she needs to make a political run. She's trying to gather closely together the people that she needs to make a political run. Rock solid. Inheritance, very, very solid. Finger of God, outside forces. And that makes me think of Obama, Soros, the Clintons, Oprah, people like that. People are pushing this. Hey, Meghan, you should run for political office. Why don't we just throw this website up and see what happens? Okay, so hand in hand, high tower. It's an official, she's officially committed to this. Butterfly, very light, very public, very light. 4 clubs, opportunity to show herself as an angel. She's the angel on the spot. She's there to save you. You know, she's gonna, with the right tools, we can create an incredible future for all. So the question I asked is this a spoof or is she serious about this? She's serious about this and she has backers. Okay, we're gonna look closer at the backers. Let's look at that now. So let's put Meghan and her handlers. Let's see if she has handlers. Does Meghan Markle have handlers? Big name people with a lot of money and a political agenda behind her. Okay, people like George Soros, who is a billionaire and he's interfering. You know, talk about interference. Okay, they talk about Russian interference, which has been completely debunked, you know, in the Trump campaign, completely debunked. But on the other side of that, nobody's talking about George Soros, which he's funding Antifa, he's funding these riots. They're making shields. They're making shields. They're dropping off pallets of bricks. Who's doing this? George Soros is behind this. Okay, talk about interference. On the Democratic side, on the liberal side, on the let's destroy society side, George Soros is big time behind this. Okay, he's behind this. He is interfering in our elections. I don't know why people are not talking about the Democratic side, the interference on the Democratic side, because it's a whole lot more real than any kind of Russian interference. Okay, so does Meghan have handlers? Big names behind her. Soros, Clinton, Obama's, Oprah. Let's look. Meghan and handlers. Let's see if there's a connection here. Meghan, handlers. Does Meghan have handlers? Earthquake. Big disappointment. Solid cornerstone and money. And sweetness. 17, 5 hearts. She wants handlers. She wants big money people to step in and say, Meghan, you're our gal. We want you to run for office, and we've got a whole big pile of sweaty money that we're going to back you up with, and we've got organizational ability, and we're a whole machine, and we're going to step in and push for you. Just like and We see recent examples of this. Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, definitely Ocasio-Cortez. They gerrymandered the districts and they pushed huge amounts of money into Ocasio-Cortez's campaign, a previous completely unknown person, and she won. Oh my goodness. How did that happen? Okay, a bartender from the Bronx, she was bartending in Manhattan, I guess. How does that happen? And I consider Ocasio-Cortez to be absolutely the dumbest person ever elected to political office. Just the things that come out of her mouth. I mean, she obviously doesn't think before she speaks. Disturbing. So what do we have over here with the handlers, big time handlers? Nope. Player, they are looking to make a play. They have an organization. They're very strong. 22, 24, 6 spades. They're not backing Meghan yet. So Meghan is looking for these big money backers. Okay, but they're not backing Meghan yet, and they are looking for players to back. They are looking for people like Meghan to back, but they have not gotten behind Meghan, which really disappoints Meghan. So that's interesting. I think Meghan is pandering to see if she can get some backers. And we have woman and lovers. She's trying to get people closely aligned with her. She's trying to find her tribe, her people who are going to push her to the next level. Magi cross, manifesting permanent relationship, 28, 7 spades, secretly manifesting money and she wants permanent backers. So it actually looks like Meghan is trying to shake out these big money backers and get them excited about her so that she can run for office. That's interesting. Is Meghan serious? Okay, does she really want a political career, or is she just, out on a night on the town trying on slippers, hoping that she can try on the right slipper and she becomes Cinderella? How serious is she? Okay, because Meghan is always looking for the next thing. Meghan is a huge hustler. She's hustles. And she basically ruined her Duchess gig, which should have been a lifetime gig, by hustling and looking for the next thing. So she really needs to kind of focus her efforts. But she's always looking for the next thing. So how serious is she? Or, is she really serious? Like, I'm Meghan Markle, and I'm going to run for political office. It might be president. It might be, like mayor, which is a stepping stone. It might be for a senator job, but she's really serious. She's really after it. She's going to do it. Or, let's just put a website up and see what happens. Not so serious. Is she serious or not so serious? How serious is she? Karmic relationship, blocked fox. The fox is very clever and is the great business card and is also a manifester. Manifesting these relationships, cleverly looking for these relationships. 11 and 12, 23, 6 clubs. She is again and again and again. For Meghan, it's all about the relationships, which is interesting. That's how she approaches it. And that's maybe a female orientation is the relationships. Okay, Meghan achieved everything she has through relationship with powerful men. Okay, so first she looks for the relationships. She is looking to form the right relationships, and right now they're blocked. So she is cleverly trying to find these relationships and people who can take her there, whether she's sleeping in their bed or not. Okay, because that's how she's done it. She always marries these men, or she lived with Corey Vitiello. She was sleeping in his bed. That's how she does it. Let's see. Trinity, no, and scapegoat. Cast out, full stop. People are not working with her. She's not getting the excitement. She's not generating the excitement. 17 and 3, 25 spades. So I asked, how serious is she? I actually think she's quite serious. Okay, but she's not approaching it. As a man, I look at it, seeking to achieve the goal, going after the goal and doing the things that you need to do to achieve the goal. That's not how Meghan is looking at it. And the cards are very interesting. Meghan is not going after the goal. She's going after the relationships that will get her to the goal. And that's overwhelmingly what the cards are saying. And what is happening, she's not going after the goal. She's going after the relationships. And what she is finding in this iteration, because there's nothing stopping her from trying again, but in this iteration, she has not found those important, powerful people with lots of money who want to link with her and carry her to her goal. Okay, she knows that the people, the powerful people, are who are going to get her to her goal. And a perfect example of this is her wedding. She invited all the Hollywood Illuminati, and all of these people had never met Meghan Markle. That's a bold and brazen move. And what is she doing? Meghan was sort of saying that these are the people that get her to the place she wants to go next, which is total world stardom, because they were the Hollywood Illuminati. They were the total world stars. And some of these people have stuck with Meghan. The Clintons, Oprah, the Obamas, they are sticking with Meghan. And they're very political, and now Meghan is throwing her hat into the political ring. Let's ask one last question. Is Meghan behind this website? Or did just random sugars put this up? Oh, we love Meghan. We love Meghan. Oh, we love her. We leave Meghan for president. Is she behind it? I think she's behind it. Let's see what the cards want to tell us. Is Meghan behind this website? Because it's fairly well done. It says absolutely nothing. It's full of woke speak. This sounds exactly like Meghan. It actually sounds like Meghan herself wrote it. Because that's how Meghan writes. It's grammatically incorrect over and over. It's relentlessly grammatically incorrect. But that's how she talks. And she writes exactly how she talks. Is this Meghan? Scourge, hitting the spot over and over. Sudden decision to plant this seed. So 3 and 5, 2 hearts. Lovers. This is something very close to her heart, and she just on the spur of the moment decided to do this. That's what it looks like. So is it her or somebody else? There's not a lot of people. There's only one person card. It's a male. Man and Jacob's Ladder. Man can be direct action. Direct action moving in this direction. Coffin, stopped, hamster wheel, very long distance, very emotional about this long journey, taking direct action, and it's kind of like a lot of secrecy. So Meghan doesn't want to come out and say, oh yeah, I did it, I'm running for president. She is just kind of throwing it out there and wants to see how people react and wants to see if she'll get, social media hits, from powerful people. Hey, Meghan, we're very interested. Or, like actual phone calls through her agent, people that she can be contacted through. So, but until she gets really powerful people behind her, she wants you to believe that it's not real, it's a spoof, that she has nothing to do with it. Okay, but I think she actually took direct action. So is Meghan behind this action, this website? There's only one person card showing here. Okay, now, if Meghan is behind the action, it could be anybody associated with Meghan. It could be a male employee. Okay, But I look at this and I think that Meghan is behind this. There's not a whole bunch of people here. She just wants to lay low. She doesn't want to be seen doing it. She wants people, she's happy if you believe that it's kind of a spoof. She wants to see how people react. So, yeah. So let's review. Is this a spoof? No, her heart is in it. Her heart is in it. It's a very light, kind of testing the environment. And she just, she's just an angel. She's not really saying anything. She's really not saying anything. It's the typical woke speak from Meghan Markle. It's platitudes. But that's how Meghan speaks. She just wants to see how people react. So is it a spoof or is it real? It's real. Meghan really wants this. She really does want this. Okay, does Meghan have handlers? No, she doesn't. But she desperately wants handlers, and the handlers are always trolling, looking for people to back. Okay, and they might, but they're not backing Meghan yet. She's trying to manifest these powerful handlers. She's trying to get the relationships. This spread is over, these spreads, this read is all about Meghan seeking the right relationships. Is Meghan serious? She is serious about finding these relationships that can get her where she's going. She's not finding them yet. Is Meghan behind this website? I would conclude that yes, she is, but she wants to stay hidden. She doesn't want you to really realize that, because that could cause people to be resistant. If they realize that Meghan comes out and says, I'm running for president, it's too late. Okay, and she's not a serious candidate at this point. And she's not really serious for 2020. She's just kind of lobbing the ball onto the field and wants to see if someone will pick it up. So she doesn't want any resistance. She just wants to kind of test the water. She's really just testing the water. But it is Meghan. This is Meghan. She's looking for the big money backing, and she's looking specifically for the relationships that can carry her where she wants to go in the political arena. And she's not yet finding them. That doesn't mean she won't find them later. And it doesn't mean she won't try again. This is Meghan, and she is serious. That's what I conclude. And I think she's going to keep going. But we'll see. She's very malleable. She's very changeable. Everything changes on a minute-by-minute basis with Meghan. And she's always pretending to be offended and then going in a different direction. She's just testing the waters, but it is Meghan. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who bought me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.